Welcome to Vionit. I'm Sheikh Altaf. Today we'll continue the previous video, Bryophyta. Today we'll discuss about that Pteridophyta. So see all of you that Pteridophyta derived from that pteron. Pteron, P-T-E-R-O-N, pteron. The pteron means feather. It look like feather-like structure, and phyton means plant. So Pteridophyta, it is a feather-like plants, and the Pteridophyta, the term was discovered by E. Haeckel. So Ernest Haeckel, he discovered that the Pteridophyta, and Pteridophyta it is called a reptile of plant kingdom. Reptile of plant kingdom. This is called reptile of plant kingdom. Why it is called means it is looking like that a horse tail like structure. Horse tail. So it look like a horse tail. Horse tail like structure. And Pteridophyta it is seedless. It is a seedless vascular plants. So seedless, all of you know that seeds are developed after fertilization. Especially the seeds are developed from angiosperm and gymnosperms. So previous this is called Pteridophyta. So evolutionary what happens? These are seedless vascular plants. And the here in this Pteridophyta, the vascularized, that means they can find the true root, leaf, and stem. And this Pteridophyta, we will discuss about the characteristic feature of the Pteridophyta. Feature of Pteridophyta. So see the characteristic feature of Pteridophyta. Yes, characteristic features of Pteridophyta. So what are the characteristic feature of Pteridophyta? First is the habit. Habit means especially Pteridophytas live in wet place, wet, moist, moist place, wet and moist. But some Pteridophyta they can grow in xerophyte. Xerophyte means the water content will be less in that area. Okay, so very some Pteridophyta they live in a xerophyte, but mostly they are live in a moist and wet place. And sporophyte. So previous we discussed about the Bryophyta. Bryophyta, the gametophyte is the dominant phase of Bryophyta, but in the Pteridophyta, sporophyte it is the dominant phase of the life cycle. In life cycle of Pteridophyta, they are dominant. That is, sporophyte means diploid stage. So diploid stage will be more in Pteridophyta. That's why the sporophyta is a dominant phase, and gametophyte it is just for alternate generation only. Clear? Next one though. So this is sporophyte. Again, they divide in two kinds. Two types are the sporophytes. One is called megasporophyle. So megaphilous, and there is called microphilous. So what the meaning of mega? Mega means big. So here in megas philos means some plants of Pteridophyta they produce large leaves, large size of leaves. So they produce large size of the leaves. Especially can they give the example of fan plant. So in fan plant the leaves are very large. So that's why we can say that the sporophytes that is megaphilous. Like that micro means small, and microphilous means the leaves are small in size. Especially you can take that here. Some plants are there undergo that small in size. So here microphilous means the small leaves are there. Example Silaginilla. So now see that in Silaginilla the leaves are small. That's why it is called microphilous. phyllos, and in fan the large side leaves are produced, that side is called megaphyllos. So now came the vascular tissue. So there are two types of vascular tissues are there. One is called xylem, another is phloem. Xylem and phloem. So all of you know that xylem, it is the conducting tissue of water and minerals, and phloem, it can translocate that food materials. So now the xylem tissue, it is consists of four elements: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. So but in Pteridophyta, one of the element is absent. Which element is absent in xylem means vessels. So now vessel are absent. Vessels are absent in xylem tissue of Pteridophyta. Again I am repeating, xylem tissue, it is consists of four type of element. So tracheid, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. So out of four, xylem tracheids are there, but vessels are absent. Vessels are absent in xylem tissue of Pteridophyta. Like that, you come to that phloem. Phloem also consists of four type of elements. So what are the four types of elements? Component cells, shape tube, and phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. Out of this, one of the element is absent in Pteridophyta. They will ask bit question for this. So carefully listen. So which element is absent means companion cells. Now companion cells are absent. Companion cells are absent in Pteridophyta. So specific characteristic point means you can find out that the vascular tissues, there are two types of vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Out of xylem and phloem, xylem vessels are absent in Pteridophyta, and like that companion cells in phloem elements absent in Pteridophyta. Next one, the secondary growth. All of you know the secondary growth, primary growth and secondary growth. Secondary growth is absent in monocot plants. So secondary growth only takes place in dicot plants. So even though it is the dicot plants, Pteridophyta, but here in Pteridophyta the secondary growth is absent. Secondary growth never takes place in root, stem or leaf of Pteridophyta. So here important points, secondary growth is absent in Pteridophyta. Now comes the vegetative propagation. So vegetative propagation means it undergoes the reproduction. Which type of reproduction means you can say that bulbil. So it undergoes that formation of bulbil and also undergoes fragmentation process. So vegetative reproduction takes place. Especially you can find out that bulbil, what you can know that vegetative mode of reproduction takes place in the modification of this. You come to the stem. So one is that diascoria, and this is called agave. Agave and diascoria, they undergo vegetative mode of reproduction by bulbil. Same here also in Pteridophyta, also they undergo vegetative mode of reproduction by bulbil. Next comes that here walking fern. So remember this word is so. Which is the example of walking fern, or you can say which is called walking fern. Walking fern means adiantum. So adiantum, it is called walking fern because in this adiantum the new plants they develop from the leaf tip of the which plant? Adiantum. So adiantums, so the leaf tip, even the leaf tip will be touched to the soil. When the leaf tip is touched to the soil, at the meantime what happens, from the leaf they develop into new plants. So that's why it is called walking fan. So like that walk, and it can fan will be moved when that leaf will be touched. One plant produce, again the leaf touch, again like that it can continue. So that's why the adiantum of Pteridophyta is called walking fan because the new plants are developed from the leaf when it touches to the soil. Next comes the asexual mode of reproduction. Especially the asexual mode of reproduction takes place by presence of sporangia. Sporangia means the spores are developed on the leaf. So here the asexual reproduction takes place in the sporophyll, that is sporangia on the leaf. So these are the main characteristic feature of the Pteridophyta. Once again I repeat that Pteridophyta, the term was given by E. Haeckel, and Pteridophyta is derived from the two words pteron. Pteron means feather and phyton means plant. So it is feather like plants, and this is also called as reptile of plant kingdom. So bit question they will ask, which is called reptile of plant kingdom. Means we give that the answer is the Pteridophyta. So like the Bryophyta, it is called amphibians of plant kingdom. Bryophyta is amphibians of plant kingdom. Pteridophyta is a reptile of plant kingdom. It is looking like the horse tail like a structure, and these are seedless vascular plants. Seedless vascular plants, and it has a true root, leaf, and stem develop. Previously, Bryophyta, they never produce the true root, leaf, and stem. But in Pteridophyta, it is the first land plant which can develop the root, true root, leaf, and stem. Then you come to characteristic point of the feature of the Pteridophyta. Habit: it can grow in a wet and moist place, and some of Pteridophyta they grow in a xerophyte. Next is sporophyte. So sporophyte and gametophyte is there, but in Pteridophyta, the sporophyte is the dominant phase of life cycle. Next come to megaphilous and microphilous. Megaphilous means nothing but the plants produce large size of leaves. Example, fan. Like that, the plant produce small size of leaves. Is example, Selaginella. Next, we come to the vascular tissue. Vascular tissue, two types of vascular tissues are there: xylem and phloem. But in xylem, the xylem vessel is absent in Pteridophyta. Like that, component cells are absent in phloem tissue. Next, you come to vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation takes place by means of bulbil. And you come to that here, walking fan. Walking fan means one of the plant is there in Pteridophyta, dianthum. So now, dianthum, what happens in dianthums? The leaf, when the leaf of dianthum is touched to the soil, then at the point of touching of the soil with leaf, other plants place, they develop in new plants. So again the new plant will develop the leaf, and when they touch to the soil, again they produce new plant. Like that it can continue. So that's why it is called walking fan. Walking fan example is adiantum, and when it touch to the soil, it develop into new plants. Next comes the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by presence of sporangia. Sporangia means they form the spore under the leaf. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.